Hey, what's going on YouTube? Tom Vang, Subaru Ambassador, Sacramento, California. Today's video, I want to watch a very quick clip with you guys, and then after that, I want to share with you some of my opinions about the upcoming 2022 Subaru WRX. So let's get started. I've actually never seen this before. But liking the styling cues. I believe this video is directly from Subaru Japan. And the S4, I forgot what it means entirely, but I know that the S4 stands for like 4 subcomponents. So the S4 line doesn't exist here in the States. And also it's only in CVT Auto, it's not in manual. I want. It actually looks pretty good in red. I think the black padding complements the red very well. The whole like red and black look. I don't want to see it in a world where the blue. Very biased with color. So that was pretty cool. I love Subaru of Japan's STI division. I love what they do to, the modern lineup. I love that, the silent cues and all of the, extra tidbits. But unfortunately, I feel like for the most part, we never get it here in the States, and it's kind of sad. But today I want to share with you my feelings and my honest opinions about the upcoming 2022 Subaru WRX. Now, in the beginning, during the unveiling, I actually really didn't like it. I felt as though the color choice, the orange, was not a good color choice because it was very similar to the Crosstrek, and of course, in addition to that, the black padding on the side, and then also the rear bumper. There was a lot of hate directed towards Subaru because of that, saying that they've lost their magic, they've lost their way. And so in the beginning I kind of felt that way too, but I just kind of sat back, and as time progressed, I started liking the car more. And I'm not sure if this is a popular opinion, but I actually really like the new WRX now. The only thing I don't necessarily like is that rear bumper, the bottom portion. But other than that, like from this video that we just watched, the styling cues are on point. I really like it. I like the front because it's very reminiscent of a Legacy, and maybe it's my age talking, but I'm starting to like that more tamed front end look. On the red, the rear, the black paddings, they look pretty nice, and so I kind of want to see how it looks like in a World Rally blue. And I'm sure it looks really good with white, but I don't think the orange looks that well with the unveiling video. Now, another point that people have been griping about is the increase in horsepower, the 3 horsepower, right? And I feel as though Subaru has always been this way. They've always purposefully, their horsepower numbers are very, very low. And like I said, I'm not sure what the reasoning is behind it. However, I don't think it's a big deal. It is a new motor. I mean, the WRX has the FA 24 DIT now. So I'm looking forward to what the aftermarket scene and the tuning culture has to respond to that, right? I want to see the capabilities that this car has to offer now. Now, granted, the STI isn't out yet, and this video is just the STI division kind of playing with the WRX. I'm looking forward to seeing what the STI has to offer, and I'm sure that from what the video that we saw here, there are styling cues that definitely will translate over. I'm more interested in the horsepower and the motor. I hope that it's not the continued use of the EJ platform, and that was specifically the reason why I never went into the STI. That's why I've owned my 2018 Subaru WRX, and I went specifically for a WRX for the new modern engine. Year after year, people have always complained about how bad the next generation Subaru lineup is, and it's kind of been a reoccurring theme. And it's not until people get into the vehicle and they drive it that they begin to like it. And so, I kind of fell into that a little bit too. That's why I decided to keep quiet. I love the updated interior. I love the transition into the global platform. I've already kind of known about that for a while since my visit in 2018 when I went to Subaru of Japan, kind of just looking at all their cars and their lineups, being able to look up close to the Lavorg and all that stuff, to be able to see all of that technology in person. And I kind of took that away with me, and knowing that that's going to be the future of Subaru vehicles here in the States. And so my advice to you guys is when the next generation WRX comes out, go for a test drive and play with it and see whether you like it or not. As for me, I've mentioned before that I love my 2018 Subaru WRX and I wouldn't trade it for the world. However, I'll put on paper here on this video that I'm kind of done with the WRX life, meaning that I want to experience what it's like to own an STI, and so I will only trade in my WRX for the upcoming generation STI if it checks marks a few things that I personally want. I would like the STI to have at least 350 horsepower out the gate. I feel like that's a lot to ask. I hope that it's on the updated FA24 motor. I don't like the EJ at all. At all. I don't like the EJ. I know. She doesn't like the EJ either. And like people have complained about the padding and stuff like that in the side molding, but I think it's kind of hit or miss. It depends on what you like. In the Subaru scene, specifically the WRX and the STI, it's a tuner car, and so most people are going to modify it anyways. And I feel as though the black padding or molding thing there, you could definitely remove it, and then you could install a wide body kit if you would like. I'm sure the aftermarket scene is going to fix the rear bumper, and so there's going to be different options that we could replace it with. And just from the specs and the engine bay and everything, it looks as though there's going to be a lot of interchangeable parts between the current V8 chassis with the next up and coming one. So we're only going to see small, subtle differences, and that's always kind of been how Subaru has operated. And granted, guys, they're a small business, a small company in comparison to a lot of the other car manufacturers. So they don't have a big team. They don't have a lot of people invested in the R&D, to my knowledge. And so that's just kind of how they are. And so, fortunately, Subaru is still here. They're offering us all-wheel drive, boxer motors, an amazing car culture. And, in the almost 4 years now that I've been a part of the Subaru community, specifically the WRX and STI community, I love it, and I'm definitely ready to upgrade to being an STI owner. And so we'll see what the future holds. So if you guys agree with me, give this video a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video.